there is a movie that's coming out that I really want to see. It's called Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan, who some of you have seen in the movie Creed, and Haley Steinfeld, who is an actress that I wouldn't know from Adam. She played Maddie Ross in the Western film True Grit at the age of 14. I don't know anything else about her. The name sounds familiar. I don't know what she's in. I'm looking at the movies. It looks like she's in a whole bunch of Marvel, and I don't watch any of that crap, so I couldn't tell you. I don't have... I have a life. I don't watch Marvel movies. Sorry. But this Sinners movie is the first movie I've seen in a long time that's gotten good reviews from both the critics and the audience. Very rarely do you see that in a movie. So it says, let me see if I can find a quick synopsis of it. It says, trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. It's a vampire demon type movie like that. And it's not the first of its kind. Michael B. Jordan plays two different characters, which we'll see. He won't be the first one to do that. I'm not familiar with a ton of his work. I never saw Black Panther. Again, I don't watch Marvel movies. I have a life. Creed, I really liked those movies. But other than that, I'm kind of ignorant to his work. So it'll be interesting to see him in a different role than a boxer. But I'm seeing people on the internet talk about, on TikTok specifically, tell people not to see this movie. Don't go see Sinners, is all the hype on TikTok. Don't go see Sinners. It's demonic. It's evil. You're going to open your soul up to things that you can't handle. You're going to leave the movie theater a different person. This is not the first movie they've said this about. They've said it about The Exorcist. All kinds of stuff. This is not new from folks. This hype train. This panic, if you will, about a film. Here's the thing, guys. It's a movie. It's a movie. That's all there is to it. It is a cinematic production. If you are a Christian and you're concerned that this movie, that seeing a movie or any song could have such an effect on your soul that it would allow, some type of demonic possession or evil to overcome you, then you don't have enough faith in God. You're going to tell me that God is this all-powerful creator of the universe, just absolutely curb stomps anything in comparison to him. But you don't think he's powerful enough to protect you from being possessed by a movie? Now, I will say there is something to be said about not letting that stuff in all the time, about limiting how much of that stuff you can consume. Not because the demons are going to come through the screen and take you over, not because, the new Marilyn Manson. But I used to listen to Marilyn Manson before he was a cover band. But not that the new Marilyn Manson song is going to possess you or turn you away from Christ or anything like that. But there is something to be said that, the content you consume does have an effect on your day-to-day functions, on who you are as a person. Like everyone who listens to this show every week, very, very intelligent, But there is something to be said about limiting how much of that dark content you can consume. And again, not because you're going to get possessed if you watch it, but that stuff can eventually start to chip away at you if you don't balance it out. And when that stuff starts to chip away at you, you do become spiritually vulnerable because you've just are dark, dark, dark 24/7. But seeing a Michael B. Jordan movie, not going to kill you. You're not going to lose your eternal soul because the guy from Creed made a movie about vampires. You're just not. It's a creepy movie. If it's got people feeling that way, that means the directors and the writers and the actors all did their job, is what it sounds like to me. You're supposed to leave a horror movie a little irked. Now, I used to like those like possession movies. I don't watch them near as much as I used to for that reason. Because I do, like I said, I think it's just not something you should be fixating on. Because when your mindset is dark, 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 you're going to go down a dark path. But if you want to see the movie, go see the movie. It's like I said, guys, God is a little bit more powerful than the IMAX cinema or wherever the hell, AMC theater or wherever the hell you're at, you're going to go see it. If you believe in God and you're not interested in that crap in terms of letting it truly into your life, you're going to be protected. You're good. You're covered. It's like we're going to do, we're trying to, Monty Scott and I, we should be good to go. In May, we're going to be going to Mystic Fest to do some man on the street trolling, if you will. Mystic Fest is a gathering of psychics and clairvoyants and energy healers and tarot readers and all those lunatics, right? Crystal dealers. You know how I love the crystal girls. And I had someone say, aren't you a little worried that you go in there and fuck with those people? One of them might cast some type of spell on you. Put some type of hex or a curse or attach something to you that you're going to bring home. And you know what? If I would have went and did this 5 years ago, yeah, I would have been. I would have been concerned. I have absolutely no concerns going into this. In fact, I don't think I've ever been safer going into this. We're going to go in there. We're going to ask some questions. My guess is they're going to kick us out in about 15 minutes. But we're going to have a good time. Spiritually, I am of no concern. Because here's the reality, guys. Let's pretend for a second that every single person that's going to be at that place isn't either a schizophrenic or a grifter. Let's pretend like one or two of them have some type of real power or dark connection to forces and spirits beyond our comprehension. And they try to throw something at me. It won't affect me. It'll bounce off of me. Because I got this guy on my team that you might have heard of named Jesus Christ, who absolutely smokes every last one of the bullshit spells and spirits and demons or whatever these freaks try to conjure up against me. So if they want to, yeah. You're only vulnerable to that crap, that new age mysticism, spirits. You're only vulnerable to attacks from that type of crap if you go in there either interested with it or playing around, interested and open to it or playing around with it. And I'm not talking about playing around in trolling. I'm talking about playing around with it the way kids used to pull mercury out of the thermometer and push it around the table. It's a dangerous thing to play around with. Experimenting might be a better word. That's the only way you're vulnerable to that shit. There is nothing they can do to me. Nothing. Everything they throw at me will bounce off of me if they try to mess with me. I'm sure one of them, they might try. They might think they're going to do something, but they won't. Nothing they can do will ever affect me. Because I have the most powerful being in existence on my side. That's like being afraid of an ant when you've got a nuclear missile. I mean, a fight between, let's say every last one of them conjures up every demon, spirit, hex, curse, whatever they can on me, and they all throw them at me at the same time. Guess what? All of those things versus Jesus is like John Bones Jones fighting a premature newborn baby in the octagon, except there's even more of a disparity between the two. I can't even put it into words. I have no concern. And you shouldn't have concern about a movie. I saw a guy on TikTok talking about, I saw this movie Sinners and it really got into my soul. And I was like, I can't watch that movie again. It's not good for my soul. I'm opening myself up to some dark forces. And then the second time I saw it, I just reaffirmed it. I'm like, why did you see it again? What's the matter with you? If it's really that bad, you went and saw it again. Guess what? You're still here. You're still here on the Tic Tac app talking about demonic movies. I think you're fine, bro. Now, if you're someone who's not spiritually sound and you're into the new agey mysticism and all that bullshit, and you go see a movie like that, no, the movie itself is not going to possess you. But again, you're continuing to open your soul up to those types of things. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't go see it. But if you're a Christian and you're strong in your faith, there is nothing that movie can do to you. There is nothing that anybody that you go and harass at a New Age festival can do to you. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.